G'day football fans and welcome back to episode 13 of our Sevilla Rebuild here on Dylan on the Ball. Today we are taking on Malaga in La Liga. Just something a bit different. I mean, they are somewhat of a rival, like somewhat local rival, I guess. A side that we do want to be beating, and if you look at the league table on the bottom left here, they are 16th, so it's a side we should be beating. There has been a whole lot of the season since we were last here. Of course, the last time you guys were here was the first game of the season. Plenty to catch you up on. Before we get into it though, I'll just remind you guys again to please leave us a like down below, subscribe if you are new, comment what you think of it, comment what you think we should do from here, all that sort of stuff. And let's get into it, Look, it's been indifferent, I'll say. That's probably putting it nicely. There has been one purchase since you were last here. Like, you may remember there was a couple of weeks ago in the transfer window, so there was time to get something done. I went for someone. His name's on the screen, which is a bit of a giveaway, and that's kind of annoying, but at the end of the day, it is 18-year-old Ruben Minett. He is Swedish, he's 18 years old, he has 5-star potential, he's going to be very good. If you look at his stats across the board, he's only 18, he's already pretty sensational. Good finishing, dribbling, technique, determination and flair and fitness and agility and pace and, everything you could want. He's broken his leg. So if you see here, on the 17th, he broke his leg. 17th of September, so a couple of months ago now, broke his leg. It was his second appearance for us, I think. Third appearance for us, apparently. I don't remember that, but I feel like that isn't correct. Is that correct? Can I see his... So those appearances must have been for his prior side, which was Copenhagen, or... Who's it? Yeah, Copenhagen, where you see he hasn't really played much, but he is very good for a young player. We'll go back to his form. You can see in the 25th minute, he broke his leg after scoring. Let's go to that game. How do we go to that game? Yep. So he scored in the 17th minute. I mean, we did win 7-1, and that's pretty okay, I guess. He scored in the 17th minute of his debut for the club. He's gone from Copenhagen, where he had made about 12 appearances in his career, makes a starting appearance for Sevilla in the Champions League, scores after 17 minutes, breaks his leg after 8 more minutes. So 25 minutes in, Ruben Minett. I'm going to struggle saying his name. I want to say Bardwaj for some reason. Who's Bardwaj? I don't remember. Ruben Minett, look, I'm annoyed, really. I'm very annoyed. Let's do a comparison. If we compare him with, say, Suso, who I am trying to get out of the club, really. Like, I'm sort of done with him in terms of he's, as you see, surplus to requirements. He's transfer listed. No one wants him, apparently. They're very even, except that one of them is 12 years younger than the other one and an absolute wonder kid, in my opinion. Like, he's better physically, he will get quicker, he will get better vision and attacking and technical, will all get better, but he is at this point very close to being just as good as Suso. But he's 12 years, he's got so much room to grow as soon as he can get back on the pitch. He broke his god dang leg. My goodness. Anyway, the rest of the schedule has... Look, it's been rough. We played a lot in pre-season, blah-de-blah. We got to this game against Getafe, which you guys saw, which was a great start to our title defense. We've then gone on to lose to Granada, lose to Barcelona. We then drew with Betis, which is one of our big rivals that the board do want us to be beaten. We then drew with Valencia, lost to Sociedad. So that's 5 league games without a win, which is not great. We've then managed to get a nice 2-0 win here over Atletico Madrid, which I think seems to have been a bit of a turning point in the season, I guess, where we really just have turned it around and started to look much better. If you look at, how do we go? Yeah, if you look here, we were down in 17th after about 6 games or so. Down in 17th. We've then gone on that little winning streak against Atletico and those sorts of clubs around that time. Nice draw away at Real Madrid, which is always nice. And we just shot up the table. We're only up to 6th, or I've already forgotten where we're up to. 6th, or... Yeah, 6th. So really, the season's been very strange. Then the Champions League. The Champions League, you may have just noticed, it's in the new format. It's gone to 36 teams, and it has gone to a big league format, which, if you look at the schedule, it's so weird. I'm not a fan of it. I don't like it. I don't like that we've got such a weird mix of teams that we're playing. And, it depends on the draw of the teams you get. It's not like I don't know how the seeding works for the draw. really understand it, because it just turned up saying, hey, these are the teams you've got. There's no draw or anything. So far we've had Midtjylland, which we beat 7-1, which makes sense. We drew with Inter 2-2, which I guess makes sense. It was in the 94th minute that they drew level. Went away to Bayern, they dispatched us easily. It was hardly a contest. We did away with Olympiacos eventually. It says 5-2, but as you see on the top right, there were goals in the 89th and 91st minutes, so it wasn't exactly like an absolute thumping, like it was a close game. We've then got PSG, Napoli, Barcelona, Galatasaray, and Lyon in the Champions League, which goes all the way to the end of January. Like, I don't understand it. And then you look at the weird 36-person table, and like after 4 games, it is starting to take shape. I just don't like it. I don't like it. Like, why is Arsenal 27th all the way beneath, like they shouldn't be beneath teams like Galatasaray, Dinamo, Celtic, Bruges. What's happening? Juventus are down in 19th. What's happening here? I don't like it. Also, what now happens when these 8 teams go through? Like, do they just go through and have their own little league? Like, I don't understand. And do we not have teams drop from the Champions League to the knockout round of the Europa League now? Like, whatever. It's a thing. We've got, 6 more games or whatever it is in the Champions League league phase, I should say. I was going to say group stage. We'll hopefully manage to crack the top 10 or top 8. I mean, it's tied at the minute. We're 3 points behind that top group. That's crazy. The top 10 teams are all on 10 points after 4 games. That's crazy. We're right in behind them. Aston Villa are just ahead of us somehow. How have they done that? If we look at their team, they doesn't look that different from that viewing. If we go position, who have they got? I mean, still really the same players. I mean, Desciglio's a new one. Alonso's a new one. Don't know who Miguel Aziz is, so it might be a new one. I don't know. Whoever Leandro Barrero is new, I guess. Who are you? Not that. I mean, mentals are very good, to be fair to you. Anyone else? I mean, Jan Thielman, Fabio Vieira are new. Coutinho, I think, is new. Yeah, he'd be new, wouldn't he? Is he from Porto or something? Braga. Look, I don't know why they're in the Champions League, and also I don't know why they're doing that good. Bizarre. Anyway, that's what the Champions League's looking like. There seems to be too many English teams. I feel like they didn't win the Champions League last year. I'll go back in a tick, but I feel like they got 1, 2, 3, 4, but then they also had Arsenal. So they got 5 teams in the Champions League, but they were runners-up in last year's. I don't know, man. Something's weird about the Champions League. I don't like it. I want it to go back to the group stage format. Please, UEFA and FIFA, sort it out. Don't do this. It sucks. I don't want this. I don't know if anyone else does. Anyway, that's how that's going. Look, it's fine. We'll, I'm sure, get some sort of use out of it and some sort of enjoyment. I don't know. As for the squad and how we are looking, it has been, a really up and down season. You can see there are a number of people who are putting in decent performances, but all in all, we've actually just conceded way too many goals, and then it's been hard to be consistent because, as you see here, Callum Wendo, if we sort of by recent, he twisted an ankle. He's been out for 3 weeks. Then Rafa Mir was also injured. If we go to his injury history, which one's the most recent? Pulled a groin. He was out for a week. He also had a tight thigh. He was out. It's been hard because there are only 2 striking options, so we've been sort of a little bit screwed there. Malero has come in. He's been quite good, I've thought. He's 21 now, looking fairly decent. If we go to his history and look at his stats this way, he is performing rather well. Look, he's got his goals, a couple of goals, 1 nice little assist. Good performances. I would like to see a bit more from him. We've then got other new signing, Luis Enrique. He's been very good. I've been very, very happy with him. We only spent the 13 million on him, and he has got himself 4 goals and 5 assists. I think he's like a joint leading assists guy. Average rating of 7.22 in competitive fixtures. It's pretty unreal. Any other new signings to really look at? Fran Beltran has played mostly off the bench. I suppose it's probably like we probably should play him a bit more than we have been. I mean, we've been sticking really with Delaney, and as you see in their starts, they've really played a lot more. Pozzo has been shockingly bad, really ridiculously bad. Average rating of 6.58. He just hasn't been good. Yellow cards, it's just not happening. He hasn't got an assist. an average rating of 6.5 compared to 6.9 for our other right back, and our two left backs are 6.98 and 7.22, which is ridiculous for Fran Garcia. That's amazing. I'm over the moon with that. But Pozzo was meant to come in and replace Jesus Navas, and he's been horrible. He just is not doing it. I knew it was like not a risk, but like I knew that he was fairly average technically, good physicals. He's 25. He's played for Spain. He's trained by the club. He's clearly getting he's clearly good enough, as you see here. Like, good enough for this level, just might not be good enough for Sevilla, I guess. Like, he might be good for Almeria, he might be good for a, mid-table or lower mid-table sort of team, but I don't know if he is going to cut it for us, and he might be the one that needs to go eventually. See, there's a bid on Karim Rekic. He's from Brentford. He is not happy that we haven't been playing him. He's asked to leave. 16 million is a price tag, and one team has ended up paying that. That is Brentford. Having said that, though, he has actually started more games than Oscar Mingueza, so he shouldn't really be complaining as much as he is. Like, he's playing just as much as anyone else is. If anything, like Fran Beltran should be dang complaining. It's a season that we really seem like we have lacked that leader. We let go both Ivan Rakitic and Jesus Navas, and it's fairly evident, I guess. We haven't had that leadership. We haven't had consistency at the back, specifically. Like, I know it seems like we've chopped and changed a bit, which has definitely probably had a part to play in that inconsistency at the back. But when you think back to last season, how good we were defensively, when we were doing the same things tactically and in terms of squad rotation, like, it doesn't make sense we've come through to this season and been just awful, absolutely awful. But that being said, we have made a really good turnaround, from winning our first game, then having 5 games without a win. Not brilliant, but then we had 4 wins on the trot before a draw against Real Madrid, which was our last league game before this one today against Malaga. Not too much more to say about it, but really, let's just get cracking into it and hopefully not have a half-hour episode again today. Let's next get through to our lineup. So we're going to go with Bunu in goals, of course, a back 4 of Maffeo Nyonzu, Cuenca and Garcia. Midfield pairing of Fran Beltran getting a rare start. I need to play more, so I decided to today. Oliver has been quite good. You see on the sort of right-hand side here, if the screen could fit all of these categories. He's had an average rating of 7.12, so he has been very good. Lucas Ocampos has also been very good. I intended for Enrique to be the right winger and Ocampos to be the inside forward on the left-hand side. But Ocampos just puts in the performances more when he's on the right, and Enrique, as you saw before with his 4 goals and 5 assists, isn't exactly struggling at the minute, really. So he gets the start in the inside forward on the left-hand side. Oscar is the attacking midfielder in behind Rafa Mir. Hoping today to put in a good performance, get the good times going, and get some momentum happening as we head towards December and January, which will be, crucial times for making sure that we are defending our title to some degree. I mean, at this point, very much seems like we're not going to be in the race for the actual title between Real Madrid and Barcelona, but we're going to be there or thereabouts in terms of Europe, and that's where we want to be. And really, at the end of the day, we should have been progressing from day 1 through to now. We should be progressing, and that's the aim, I guess. That's what we're looking to do. And look, the league title, maybe it was a year early or a couple of years early in what we're trying to do. I mean, never going to say that we didn't want it or anything like that. That would be silly. But maybe it was just, a bit of a Leicester City, and we, against all odds, did it when we really didn't have the power to. And look, maybe in the next couple of years we'll be back up there and hopefully building. Early highlight here for Malaga, I should say, not Mallorca, I was going to say. They look like they're on a counter here, but Fran Beltran wins that one. Rafa Mir puts it over the top for Luis Enrique. Got a Campos at the far post. Can he find him? No, he looks for Mir. Gets the goal. Nice early goal. 2 minutes in. Another assist for Luis Enrique. You absolutely love to see it. I mean, I definitely took a punt on him, but he, at this point, with 10 goal involvements so far this season, he's looking worth well more than the 13 million we paid for him. Absolutely unreal. Does well to get to the byline, cuts back, puts the ball on a platter for Rafa Mir. fires that one away for, I think, his 7th goal of the season, it might be. Can't really remember. We have, like, I was annoyed with the amount of goals we were conceding, so I did change the tactics up a little bit. I think we're playing a little bit slower and trying to keep the ball a little bit more so that we aren't, just going end to end as much, I guess. And then I did also change, as you might see here, I changed up the set pieces a bit so that we're just... Oh, Enrique. Oh, wide. Damn, dude. That was great pressing from the front, but Luis Enrique puts it wide. We're hoping to concede less counterattacks, basically. So, yes, there's going to be less people in the box from corners and things like that, but we're hoping that we're, solid when they're trying to then counter when they win the ball in the corner. So, maybe it'll end up in more goals from the, rebounds, I guess. Oscar with a header off the post. Oh, cleared basically off the line from El Hankery. That's a fantastic name. Moved up into 3rd with 3 points here. I mean, obviously, we've played more games than some people, but moving up into 3rd, pretty good after the start we had with 1 win in 6. Incredible. Long ball forward there by Malaga. We're playing out from the back here. Cuenca has been very good, I've found this season. I feel like, when player ratings don't really tell the story, I feel he's one of the players I feel like when he's playing, we play better, I guess. Another chance here for Luis Enrique. Big save. Oh, off the post again there from Lucas Ocampos. Then Fran Beltran wins it. Maffeo now to Oli Torres. Out to Fran Garcia. That should be a penalty. I think Luis Munoz has fouled Luis Enrique. Fran Garcia, has been very, very good. I think it was that Michelin game. I think he got 3 assists, something like that. Something mental anyway. Here is the penalty. It's Rafa Mir. Can he put it away? Put us up 2-0. Saved by Yanez? I don't know how to say that. It is a save from the penalty spot. In my head, I thought, it's been a while since we've missed one. I shouldn't have even thought that, because of course it was going to happen. Anyway, we're looking very good though. I'm happy with how well we are playing. We're dominating. Almost, 65% possession. All of the shots. 2 XG already, which is a little scary that we haven't scored, but it's fine. We're very high up the pitch, which looks good from our wingers and our wide backs. Hopefully we can get Oscar further forward and into some good positions. 35 minutes. What else can I say about the team? Here's a highlight. Fran Garcia towards the back post. Cuenca puts it just wide. Not great. There's also been a number of injuries in our youth stars. I feel like there was another broken leg and a hip injury that had someone out for 4 months and stuff. So, unfortunately for those, potential golden generations, they're being stunted in their growth a little bit. Fran Garcia wins the ball here off Malaga. We look to launch a counter-attack through Oscar here for Lucas Ocampos. Decides to go back, and that's probably wise. We'll slow it down a little bit. Beltran then plays it to Oscar, who goes for the big long ball. Doesn't quite find Luis Enrique, but we managed to get it to Rafa Mir in the end. Oliver with the header over the top for Rafa Mir, who dispatches that one. Absolutely no chance of the goalkeeper. I'm not sure what the celebration was. Oscar with a big ball over the top. Was never going to get anywhere near anyone. Then Oli Torres with a big win. The centre-back really screws the pooch there. I'm not sure what he did. It looked like he was doing a dummy, like he was dummying to header it and let it go over him, but cheers, I guess. Fine. It's cool, man. It's half time now. We're up 2-0. We are in control, looking very good. Hopefully we can keep that up. We'll go with outstretched arms, and we'll really praise them, because I think we need to after the start to the season that we had. But then we'll also go with a bit of a focus. Lots coming through. I think that's Oliver, maybe? Or maybe that's Oscar and this is Oliver. It's with it. Oh yeah, here we go. Who's 21? 21 is Oliver. So, 132 pass combination. That is unreal. Who's back here? Rafa Mir's back here. Oh, anyway, the game's going on in back. Anyway, this pass map's rubbish. I wish we just had average positions instead of this. Rubbish? Why don't we have that? Visualizations, match momentum. Yes, sick. Here's another highlight. 58 minutes in. We'll look to do subs shortly. After a big long ball over by Cuenca towards Luis Enrique. Back to Fran Garcia. Cuts inside. He might have a go or might get tackled and lose the ball, but that's fine. Neonzu gets the ball to Fran Beltran. Maffeo to Oscar. Oli Torres again. Plays it for a Campos. That was horrid. That was absolutely horrid. I don't know what he was doing there. You can see by the pass map, though, that we are really controlling the game. I think it looks mostly weird because that player at the bottom of the midfield there, that's actually Rafa Mir at the bottom. I think we've paused it this time. Yeah, Rafa Mir is actually back here. So it looks funny but it's just because he's not passing much because he's an advanced forward. He's actually like up here ready to get in behind. Who we got? Enrique's doing well. Fran Garcia getting high up the pitch. We're really dominating things. Beltran a bit deeper than Oliver. And then Oscar's just only slightly ahead of him, which I don't love. Anyway, I'm getting distracted by that. We're going to go with some subs here. They're recommending we take off Maffeo, but we might take off our yellow carded players, I think. So we'll go with wherever Joan Jordan is can come on for Fran Beltran, and Miguel Gutierrez for Fran Garcia. Anything else we'll do at this point? Not too worried about anything else. I mean, we'll probably look to make, like, our next changes will be between, like, Oliver and Luis Enrique, like that sort of region. So Oliver, Lucas Campos, Oscar, and Luis Enrique, like those sorts of players. We've got plenty on the bench. We'll just see how the game goes, really. Let's pump fists and say, let's make sure we see it out, because I do not want to let this slip. See how we get on. 67 minutes in now. They've had an injury and had to take off poor Kevin Villodres, whoever that might be. I feel like this is one of the matches we've had the most green, so maybe it's like the most dominant we've been possession-wise and territory-wise even. I'll make more subs here. We'll move Oscar back into midfield, take Oliver off for Alberto Malero. We've got 2 more subs left, so let's why don't we bring on, let's bring on Justin Kluivert. He can come on for a Campos, and we'll put Luis Enrique over as the winger on the right hand side. Hopefully he gets another assist or something. And then let's make a defensive change. Let's give Pozzo a chance. Let's absolutely give him just another chance. Just get on there, son. Can I just talk to Pozzo for a tick? Is there anything I can say? Okay, I'm going to say no pressure to him, because I don't know whether he needs to be like roused at or whether he needs coddling or something. I don't know, but I'm trying the coddling this time around anyway. Almost 80 minutes in now, very on top of the game. We've stopped them from attacking very well, like only an XG of 0.3 for those of you who love XG. Not long to go now, we'll go with another encourage. About 6 minutes to go. A dominant performance, a performance I would have liked to see a couple more goals, but look, we'll take it after the season start we had with the amount of losses and struggling to get results. Pozzo got a yellow card about 3 minutes after he came on, so, he's taken advantage of this opportunity. Corner here for us, caught by the keeper. Yeah, Yanez. I don't know how to say that. He boots it long, won by Cuenca. El Hankery wins it though. Gutierrez then gives it away to Loren. Loren back to El Hankery, tackled by Oscar. They keep hold of the ball though. Rafa Mir, well done, son, gets back to it. Malero then loses it. It's out to Luis Enrique on the right hand side, bringing it forward. Oh, decent effort from range there from Luis Enrique on his weaker side. Is it? Wait. Yeah, no, he's right-footed. Anyway, Nyonzu now playing out from the back. Joan Jordan looks for Luis Enrique over the top. Bit much on it. Won't find him. Cleared by the keeper there that I don't want to pronounce the name of again. And it's out for a throw-in. Why are we seeing this highlight? Like, why are we seeing this? Just go through to full time. It doesn't matter. Goodness. Pozzo to Malero. Oscar now back to Joan Jordan. Now to Pozzo again. This is the most boring highlight. Like, why is it shown this? Could we not just skip this minute of us walking the ball around our defensive line? Okay. Oscar, long ball over the top for Kluivert. Back to Gutierrez, swings in across, headed away, and that'll be full time. There it is. We've won it 2-0, a comfortable performance. Would have liked a couple more goals, but we'll take a nice 2-0 win. Why not? So with that win, we have gone up to 4th place. Very happy to be there after the start that we had, being down in 17th after 6 games or so, going 5 games without a win. As far as the title defense goes, I mean, up till about this Real San Sebastian game, it was going pretty horridly. Not quite like Claudio Ranieri getting sacked the year after he won the league with Leicester, but it was getting there. We then managed to turn around through the month of October. We're now starting November off very well. and we'll hope to carry that on through the next couple of months. What we'll do here then is we will go all the way through next video to this last Champions League phase. That's really annoying to say. The Champions League pass. What? League pass? That's NBA. We'll go all the way to the end of the Champions League phase, where we'll play our last game of that league, I guess, hoping that we'll be up in around this 6th to 10th sort of region. Really, we want to be in the top 8. If we don't, and the teams above us are teams like Bayern or Atletico Madrid and Inter, Chelsea, Milan, Man City, I mean the top 5 there, if we're behind them, it doesn't really matter, I'm fine with that. If we end up losing to teams like Nice and Aston Villa or Ajax, I'll be pretty pissed. I'll be a little bit pissed. So hopefully in the coming games, so we've got between now and then, we've got some hard games here against PSG, Napoli and Barcelona, who, if you look at that group, that is 1 and 2, and then the team directly beneath us, PSG, who, you know, I suppose they're alright. Messi, Neymar, Diogo Jota, Ferran Torres, Icardi, Mbappe, Dele Alli for some reason. Why is Dele Alli there and playing? What's happened? What a weird universe we're living in. Yeah, they're just overpowered. They've got Ruben Neves, Kefren Thuram is there as well. Those cheekbones are absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, let's get way back. Anyway, yeah, plenty of other football to happen between now and then. Spanish Cup will come back. We have Barcelona aren't in the Champions League. They're in the Super Cup. I'm dumb. We've only got, so in the Champions League, we've got PSG, Napoli, Galatasaray and Lyon. Well, we should win those last 2, Napoli, we should be fairly evenly, you know, stacked up against them. PSG will be a struggle, but we'll hope that we can perform like we did against Real Madrid and you know, be right up there come the end of the group stage. And then hopefully the league, we can sort ourselves out and get some good, solid form coming through. From the end of January, we'll then look to, you know, go forward into the end of the season, however long. I'm not sure. We'll see. Depending on how things go. We'll see. Anyway, that'll wrap it up for today's video. Make sure you do have a very Merry Christmas. Make sure you spend time with some loved ones and tell them that you love them, and eat lots of food, and if you're of age, drink lots of beer or whatever you want to drink, all that stuff. Make sure you also leave us a like down below, subscribe if you are new around here. Comment what you thought of the video, what you think we should do with the team, if there's any, you know, glaring holes that I'm missing that would really take us to the next level, anything like that, let me know. And that'll do it. Until next time, when we go again to win the Champions League phase, I don't know. Peace.